Welcome back, my fellow YouTuber foodies. Today we are going to make sopes. Sopes is a traditional Mexican dish. If you do not know what sopes are, today we're going to find out. And if you do know what sopes are, but you stopped eating them because they have meat in them, we're going to take care of that today. We're going to cover how to make them. I'm going to show you 3 brand new ingredients for your pantry. And last, I'm going to present you with this brand new tool for your kitchen as well. Hint, hint, it's right above my head, hidden somewhere in this kitchen. And I'll teach you how to take care of it, keep it clean, and use it in many different ways. So let me show you what you need to do this awesome recipe. These are the 3 ingredients that I want to show you, introduce to you today if you don't already know them. Number 1 is maseca, and what this is instant corn masa flour. Masa means dough in Spanish. This is an awesome product to have in your pantry. You can make so many things out of it, and this goes side to side with that tool that I'm going to present you today for your kitchen. Next, it's going to be Weber's Chicago steak seasoning. The awesome part of this seasoning is the ingredients. It's like 5 or 6 ingredients. Always read the ingredients in everything that you buy. So I love this. Doesn't have MSG, doesn't have any preservatives. And again, this is Weber's Chicago seasoning steak. And here we have this Morningstar veggie meat griller crumbles, and we're going to use this for the meat in our recipe. I also have a video to make your own meat replacement at home. The link is showing up on the screen right now. Now, the cool thing about these 3 ingredients is that you can find all 3 on Amazon. The links are down below in the description of the video, and Amazon will ship them right to your door if you can't find them in your local grocery store. So let's move on to the rest of the ingredients of our recipe. So the recipe to our dough, you're going to need 2 cups of maseca, 1 little packet of Sazon Goya. This adds awesome color to your dough, and in the future I'll show you how to make this at home. 1.5 cup of water. Now, these are the ingredients that we're going to use for the toppings of our sope. 1 tomato, 1 avocado, and this is usually lettuce, but I'm gonna make a little fun salad that we can put on top of our sope. So it's 1/4 cup of spinach, a 1/4 cup of cilantro, 1/4 cup of lettuce, 1/4 cup of purple cabbage, and 1 lime. These are the toppings. Now, to prepare our meat, you got your Morningstar crumbles, 2 tablespoons of sofrito. The link is showing up on how to make this at home. You already know what this is. 1 teaspoon of turmeric and 1 little packet of Sazon Goya. And I did not say a measurement for this because this is to taste. And last are the beans that we're going to use today. I'm going to show you how to make them from a can. So you need 1 can of beans. These are black beans, and 1 garlic clove. In another video, I show you how to make, prepare your own black beans at home from the actual hard bean. So the video is popping up right now so you can learn how to make these at home. So let's start preparing our dough for these sopes. So before we get started on making our dough, I want to show you the equipment that you're going to need to make these sopes. You're going to need a mixer. You can definitely do it by hand, but this mixer is really awesome because it actually makes the dough for you. This little hook is made especially for dough. So this awesome KitchenAid mixer is perfect for the job. You're going to need this little food processor for our refried beans. This is a little Ninja food processor, and to actually cook the sopes, we're going to use this panini press, this Bella panini press. And the awesome things about these 3 is you can also find all 3 of these on Amazon. So the link to all 3 of these are down below. So moving on to our masa. First thing that we're going to do is we're going to add 2 cups of this maseca into our mixer. So you take your little measuring cup and you pass this through the front to get an even measurement of 1 cup. We're going to do this twice and add that to our mixer. So we have 2 cups. And next, I'm going to add this little packet of seasoning. And I'm going to get the mixture started, just so I could start incorporating my dry ingredients. And little by little, I'm gonna start adding my water. If it's a little bit too wet, then I add maseca. If it's too dry, I add water. So just keep an eye on it. Now that your mixer has done all of the kneading for you, then you just pretty much come in and pick up the rest that's behind down, because there's usually some more flour at the bottom. So just knead it with your hand and make yourself a little ball of dough, just like this, and set it aside. You're not gonna wait for it to rise or anything. Your dough is just done. That's it. It's not gonna rise. So don't expect for this to double inside. This is exactly how it's gonna look. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to the refried beans. Okay, let's get started on these refried beans. So in a nice hot pan, you're gonna add your little clove of garlic and your whole can of beans. And what you're gonna do with this is you're gonna let them boil, and when they're boiling, turn them off and just put them in your food processor, and you add a little bit of salt and pepper to flavor. All right, so our beans came to a boil and now they cooled down a little bit. So I'm gonna put them in this processor and then I'm gonna process them, and that's it. So it's gonna end up looking like that. So you take out the blade and then you just take your refried beans and you put them in a container of your choice for serving later. So our dough is finished, our beans are finished, and the next thing that we're gonna take care of right now is going to be our toppings. There you go. Voila. Okay, so this is what I told you guys earlier, that this is usually lettuce, but I'm gonna make this colorful little salad to add to the top of the sopes. So we're gonna take our little purple cabbage and just cut it as thin as you possibly can. Turn it over and do the same. Okay. Perfect. Next, we're gonna add our lettuce. Same exact thing. Super colorful, super delicious. And you're gonna do the same exact thing to the cilantro and to the spinach. Now that you have everything chopped up and inside of your bowl, you're gonna do this little kitchen hack that I like to use. You take a spoon, a plastic spoon, and you stick it inside of your lime and you just squish and twist. And this is gonna get the most lime juice out of your lime. So just twist and squish. And you do the same with the other half. The cameraman's giving me googly eyes. All right, that's it. And if you have a compost, that definitely goes into your compost bin. I do. Instead of throwing it away in the garbage. And we're gonna do the same exact thing that we did to the beans. We're gonna add salt and pepper to flavor. And let's give that a mix. That looks pretty cool, actually. Let's add that to our little cup here. And then we have some little extra. for later. This is just for serving purposes. We're gonna put it here, cover that up. We're gonna do the same thing with tomato. We're gonna cut it up, dice it up, and put it in our little serving container as well. And we're going to cut up our avocado. So for those of you that don't know how to cut an avocado, you cut halfway and then you just go around and around and around. It has a big seed in the inside, and kind of let that guide you, and you're gonna end up right back where you started. And then you hold here and here and you just twist and you open. And how do you get that pit out? Here comes another hack. Without slicing your hand open, slightly hit it with your knife like this and just twist, and it's gonna stay stuck to your knife. That way you have perfect little avocado halves. And what you can do with this is, with a sharper knife, with the knife that's a little bit sharper, just cut, and put these also into your serving container. With the peel as well, that's fine. You're not gonna eat it with the peel. When you serve it and you start decorating your sope, take off the peel. There we go. So there you have it, your tomato, your avocado, and your little salad to add at the end. Perfect, perfect 3 toppings. If you wanna add some vegan cheese, some onion, whatever extra it is that you wanna add, that's fine too. I'm gonna use these 3 for now. And now we're gonna start preparing the meat. In a nice hot pan, I have a little cast iron pan here. The first thing that I did to it was added a little bit of olive oil to prevent sticking. And the first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add my sofrito. And after that, I'm gonna add the whole bag of meat crumbles. Tumeric. Your little packet of seasoning. And a little bit of seasoning. And that's to taste. If it's need some more, add some more. And when you're satisfied with the flavor, then you're done. And this is it. This is all you have to do to your meat. And make sure you have it on medium heat for around 10 minutes. Or, until you're satisfied with the consistency of it. And that is all we need to do to make our meat. So next, we're gonna start building the bottom part of the sope, the foundation of the sope, and then after we get through with that, then we start building the sope from that. So let's get to it. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you the machine, this tool, this accessory to add to your kitchen. This is a very, very old traditional, it's called a máquina, a tortillera, and what this is used for is to make tortillas. Tortillas, we're used to going in the store and buying them. Well, this is how you make it with this awesome gadget. It's made out of pure solid wood and is very top heavy. So this is what squishes the tortilla, and then you reinforce it with this. You open it and you have this awesome flat tortilla ready to cook. That way, if you want to make fresh homemade tortillas at home, you definitely can do it with the same exact recipe that we've made here. You can make tortillas, but today we're going to make sopes. So I'm going to show you exactly how you make them. But hold on, right before I show you and get into that dough, the tip of the week is going to be how to take care of your máquina, of your tortilla maker. You take a gallon-sized Ziploc bag, you cut off the zip. So you cut off the zip, and then you cut along the sides. And you open it, and you place it right here, and this is going to keep your máquina clean from getting filled with dough. And this has been in my family for years. I remember my mom making tortillas with this when I was a little girl. And like I did mention earlier, if you want to get this, you can definitely order it through Amazon. I'm not going to tell you that you're going to get the exact same one, because God knows where she got it from. There is an inexpensive one that's made of, it's made up of lighter wood. It's a light version. I think it's about $20 to $30. And then you can get a solid one for around $60 to $70. So the link will be down below if you're interested in making your own tortillas at home. So today I'm gonna show you how to make sopes. You get yourself a nice little ball of dough. And if you ever go to Mexico and you see someone make homemade tortillas, it sounds like someone's clapping. And this is why. What they do is they take a small round ball of dough, and what they're doing, I'm gonna do it in slow motion, then I'm gonna do it fast. So what they're doing is they have a little ball, and when they grab it with the other hand, they twist a little bit. They twist a tiny bit, and what you end up getting with that is this perfect little ball. So this is exactly what it looks like. And that's what you end up getting when you do that. So you put that in the center of the máquina, and you just drop it. You push just a tiny bit, or else you'll end up with paper thin tortillas that will be impossible to remove from the plastic. So you have this perfect little circle, and there is a trick to taking it off of the máquina. So if this was a tortilla, you bring the bottom part up, and then down, and then into your hand, just like that. There you go. And you do the exact same step with your sopes. So usually they're really, really thick. I've seen people make sopes where they kind of look like this, or it's a thicker version. But you do run the risk of getting raw dough inside. And the reason they do make them this thick is because they deep fry them. And obviously if you put them in hot oil, they're gonna get cooked all the way. But we're not gonna deep fry them. We're gonna cook these in the panini press. And therefore we need to make them thin. So when you end up with a circle like this, this is perfect for your sope. It's nice, it's thin, and it's round. So I'm gonna show you guys how to cook this with the Bella panini press. Okay, so I took them both and I put them on the Bella panini press, and we're gonna cook them for about a minute per side. So we put them here, corner to corner. We close it, and once it's been there for a minute, we're gonna flip it over and cook it for a whole minute, and they're done. That's it. We're ready to build on them. All right, guys, we are ready to start building our sope. So I have them here. They come out to have this awesome color because of the seasoning that I added to them. They're nice and thin, they're cooked all the way, and we are ready to start building them. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take one of them, and then the first step is you're gonna add your beans all the way around like this. That's your bean layer. Your meat layer, just like that. And last, you bring your little tray of ingredients. First one you're gonna add is your little salad, like so. Next is your tomato. And last, remember that avocado we had? You're gonna take the peel off like this and just add them on the top. Just like that. And this is what your sope is gonna look like. Full of color, beautiful, and just super healthy and ready to eat. And there you have it, guys, the perfect lunch. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna bring it over here to my plate, And over here on my plate, I have inside of this little bowl, I put some white rice and I packed it inside of the little cup, and then I put it on the plate upside down. You pull it up and put a little leaf of cilantro for garnish. And there you have it, guys. You have your sope. You're ready to show off your culinary skills. This looks pretty awesome, super colorful, super tasty, savory. So hopefully you enjoy this recipe. Thank you for watching, guys. Alright guys, that's all I have for you today. Hopefully you enjoyed making this recipe. Now, something that I wanted to cover with you guys before you guys went on to the next recipe, there's something that I forgot to mention about the tortilla maker. I did mention that in order to keep it clean, you were going to put a gallon plastic bag in here to keep it clean over here, but I forgot to tell you how to keep this part clean. Since your hands are going to be getting full of dough and you're going to be grabbing it, then all of this is going to be full of dough if you don't cover it up. So a really quick way to keep it clean is just take some plastic wrap and wrap the whole handle around like this. And it's a very easy way to just keep your handle super duper clean. And there you have it. Glad I got that out. So yes, if you like the recipe, definitely give this video a like, and if you want to share the recipe with somebody, sharing is caring, so share the video and eat healthy, you guys. Subscribe. So if you want to save a pig's life, subscribe. All you gotta do is hit that button and one more piggy stays alive. Thank you for watching, guys.